Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another St. Louis American Sports Break. We start this week on a very somber note as the sports world lost an iconic figure as former Los Angeles Lakers basketball star Kobe Bryant and 8 others were killed in a helicopter crash in California on Sunday, headed to his Mamba Sports Academy for his daughter Gigi's basketball game. Gigi was also among the 9 people killed. Just a tremendous loss on so many levels. First, on the basketball front, Kobe Bryant, of course, came out of Lower Merion High School in Philadelphia straight to the NBA and played his entire 20-year career with the Los Angeles Lakers. Kobe Bryant was frankly one of the best basketball players who ever walked the face of the earth. And the accolades, just too many to list, but just think 17 All-NBA All-Star appearances. He led the Lakers to 5 championships in the decade of the 2000s, 17-time All-Star. He was a gold medalist. He was one of the great clutch performers in history. He had so many clutch shots. He lived for that moment. But 81 points in a single game, second on the all-time list of Wilt's 100-point performance. You can go on and on about Kobe, but 2 things really stand out on the court. His unquenchable work ethic. He worked as hard, if not harder than anybody on his craft. The details that he put into making himself the best basketball player he could be was insane. He was a tremendous player, and he's also one of the unwavering competitive streak about this young man. He believed he could win all the time. He just gave no quarter, took no quarter, very serious-minded, just a cold-hearted competitor, and it showed in the way he played the game. So just a tremendous basketball player. But the real tragic part is at 41 years old, he was just starting to get his post-basketball career going, and every indication was that he was just going to be a bigger star in his post-career than he was during his basketball career. He had already built an outstanding business empire. He was brilliant. Of course, he had these Mamba Sports Academies. He was a teacher and a mentor to a lot of the young basketball stars, up and coming, even established stars here in the National Basketball Association. And then he became a champion of the women's game, and just a tremendous job. And finally, he was a coach and a father to his daughter Gigi, only 13 years old, who was lost in the crash. She was an up-and-coming star as well. So our hearts and prayers go out to the Kobe Bryant family and the 9 other people who perished. So very sad day in the sports world. Well, we're about close to the month of February, which means basketball season. We're down the home stretch. District tournaments will begin later in the month of February, but there's still a couple of big events this week on the showcase variety. The Cardinal Ritter Classic will be this Saturday at Cardinal Ritter College Prep, 5 games. And also the inaugural Alton basketball shootout at Alton High School on the Illinois side, 7 games, with the big matchup being at 7 o'clock p.m. between Trinity Catholic versus East St. Louis. So go check out those fine basketball events as we get ready to go down the home stretch of high school basketball. We also have a couple of high school football commitments as recruiting season is always in full swing. First, from the Smet High School, MeCoy Wingo, an outstanding junior defensive end, is given a commitment to the University of Missouri. So congratulations to MeCoy. And senior Kendrick Scarbrough of East St. Louis, the state champions, will be headed to Truman State. He's a senior. He was one of the top defensive ends in the St. Louis metropolitan area. So congratulations to these very talented young football players. First, they're state champions and making their collegiate commitments. And of course, you can follow all of these sports at my Twitter at Earl Austin Jr. #EarlTimeUpdate. Now you know what's next, folks. It's time for those St. Louis American shout-outs. Our first one goes to Caleb Love, the outstanding basketball player from CBC. He was just selected to the McDonald's All-American basketball team, a prestigious honor, a prestigious all-star game, which will be played on April 1st in Houston, Texas. It'll be 24 of the top players in the country. Congratulations to Caleb Love, a tremendous young basketball player. A shout-out goes to another tremendous young basketball player from Collinsville High School, Rayshawn Taylor. Last Saturday at the championship game of the Belleville East Tournament, Rayshawn scored a school record 53 points to lead Collinsville to the championship victory over Trinity Catholic. The 53 points breaks a school record, which is over 50 years, set by former star of Collinsville, Tom Parker, who went on to the University of Kentucky. Rayshawn is headed to SIU Edwardsville. Also, a couple of more good basketball players. Sam Richardson out of Hancock High School. He became the school's all-time leading scorer, more than 1,700 points. Congratulations to Sam. And a young lady named Jasmin Manuel out of Rockwood Summit High School. She just got her 1,000th career point, and she also has 1,000 career rebounds. 1,000. That's a very exclusive club for high school basketball. Congratulations to Jasmin Manuel of Rockwood Summit. And of course, we'd like to thank and congratulate all the young men who were part of the St. Louis All-American High School All-Star Football Team, which appeared in our paper this Thursday. But 4 very special awards. Of course, Tyler Macon of East St. Louis, the quarterback. He is our large school's Offensive Player of the Year. Our large school's Defensive Player of the Year, the aforementioned Mackay Wingo out of DeSmet Jesuit High School. Our small school's Offensive Player of the Year, Cameron MeCoy, the quarterback from St. Mary's High School. And our small school's Defensive Player of the Year, Antonio Doyle out of Lutheran North High School. So congratulations to those 4 young men, and check out All-American All-Star selections in this week's St. Louis American.